Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Kelvin Birkett is asking for help. He wants to go to Verdun house. He is, let me see how old he is. Did they tell you his age? I'm not seeing it right here, but he's saying that he has a 15-year cocaine problem. And sometimes when I read these articles, he's 44 years old. Here it is. He's 44 years old. When you read these articles and you read about the time that he has been in this particular state, you wonder how many windows of opportunities did he allow to pass, because there had to have been windows of opportunity for Kelvin to turn the corner, to do something different. He is what he is, and he's a weak male. Okay, and he has to deal with that. He has to deal with the dark side of his personality. He has to deal with the weak side of his personality. He has to deal with the thieving side of his personality. He has to deal with the bad, and then he has to pull on the good that's in him. There's the darkness and there's the light. You cannot ignore the darkness, and you cannot say you want help when you really don't want the help. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself. So this lady was unloading some groceries and that kind of stuff. And this guy, Kelvin Birkett, he walked by when she was in the house and took up her bag that had some money in there. They're saying that it was $203 in there, but she said that she recovered the $203. But then they're saying that he used some of the money to buy cocaine. So it's kind of fuzzy, the money part, and if he actually used anything that he took from her wallet, it's kind of fuzzy, but that is neither here or there. He's a thief, he's an addict, and an addict would do almost anything to feed that habit, okay? An addict and someone who's addicted to drugs, they would do anything to have a source to those drugs. They would do anything, okay? But I feel as though there are windows of opportunities that are constantly being opened when you walk this walk and you're in this particular play. There are always opportunities to say, I don't like the script. I don't like this particular script. I want to apply. I want to audition for another role. You always have that opportunity. So Kelvin Birkett is going to have to walk through that particular door because he has to help himself. He cannot, you can ask for help, but you actually have to want to change that particular habit, change where you go to get to feed that particular habit. Know that the weakness that he is, the weak person that he is, that can't change. You cannot change who you are. Kelvin Birkett cannot change. There's a weak link inside of him that makes him do what he does. But he can change the surroundings. Don't go to certain areas. Do not go to certain areas. Go and find a job. Get yourself an apartment. Go to AAA or AA meetings or whatever it is that you can go to, to talk about your problems, talk about your addictions, talk about everything. Just let it out. You cannot hide the darkness that is in you. You have to acknowledge it, because when you push it aside, it festers. It's still there. It's still going to be there. He is what he is. He's a weak male. Okay? And he, in his weakness, can at least try. He can try to change his surroundings, move out of the area. Do not go around the person that you buy the cocaine from. If he's located in Bridgetown, move to St. Lucie. Do something that changes the situation. but you're still going to be weak. Whoever you are, Kelvin Birkett, that's what you are. So you have to work with your weak side. You have to work with your dark side, and you have to use common sense on the light side of who you are. It's there to pivot. Okay? You can modify. You're not changing. You're not changing. You're just modifying everything that surrounds you so that you have a different result, so that you don't drop into the weak part of who you are. Okay? So, but you have to understand it. You have to understand that at a deep level, you cannot change who you are. What you can work on is creating new situations. You work on modifying how you eat, how you drink, who you sit next to, the people you associate with. Those are the things that you can work on to make sure that the weak side of you is not always there. Begging, not always there. Stealing, not always there. Lying, not always there. Ready to take a step into a hotel in St. Philip, also known as Dodds. You have to work on the weak side of who you are. And you have to understand that it's not going to change, but you have to work to create different scenarios. That's all you can do. You're not going to change, but you have to work to create different environments so that the weak part of who you are, Kelvin Birkett, doesn't keep showing up like that all the time. And if it shows up, since you're in a different area, since you're not around your dealer, you won't be able to satisfy that particular habit, and you will have to do something else. You know, just go and take a sea bath, go and meditate, go and sleep, watch a movie, do something different. Do something different within that weak side of who you are. Don't feed it. Don't feed the weakness that you are. Don't feed it. Okay? It's always going to be there. But if you starve it, you can push it down to the point that it doesn't manifest anymore. It doesn't manifest. You can bring the light part of who you are out to control your life going forward. You don't need Verdun House. What's Verdun House going to do for you? You're going to have to do for yourself. Everything that happens in your life, you're the captain of that ship. You're going to have to steer yourself in the direction you need to go in. No one is here to help you. No one's coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. You are your own God. You are your own master. Okay? But you have to deal with the dark side. You have to deal and recognize your dark side, and don't feed it. Don't feed it. Make sure you are in situations and around people who don't have those habits. Okay? You have to do it. You, Kelvin Birkett, you have to work on yourself. Verdun House can't help you. The only person who can help you is you and your higher, the lighter part of who you are. And when those windows of opportunities do open up, you have to walk through them. You have to walk through them. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.